things just took a major turn. Devils need things to turn in the right direction. This one looks like it has. Multiple updates on that. Let's talk about it. Welcome in to Devils Digest. Feel free to click the subscribe button. New news today. Jonas Siegenthaler back at Devils practice today. Look, obviously, this is huge news for the Devils. Bill Spalding had a little clip here on Twitter of Jonas Siegenthaler practicing. Looks pretty good right there. Definitely, good news for the Devils considering where we were. I mean, you go back to the game in Pittsburgh. I believe it was either late March, early February, one or the other. You go back to that game and, obviously you see him go down, gets helped off the ice. You didn't really know the extent of the injury. We still don't exactly know what it was, exactly when the timetable is. We kind of just started to, as it went on, kind of see that, this could go to the end of the second round. This could be the whole season. There was never any firm confirmation. So now that he's practicing with the team, we still don't have, confirmation of when he's going to be back. But the good thing is that we're starting to see the Devils are trusting the progress. They're moving in the right direction. 2 weeks ago, he was skating. Today, he's practicing with the team. You look at the Devils lineup, they could use Jonas Siegenthaler. Look, any team would benefit off of a defensive defenseman like Jonas Siegenthaler. He's one of the best in the leagues. The underlying numbers would show it. Him and Kovacevic were a very good pairing this season together. They fit very well. They complemented each other very well. And now I know they do more of the same thing, but having a shutdown pair is never a bad thing. I mean, I've said it before, how the NHL is going. They're going to offensive defensemen. They're being taught young offense first. That's how the game is going. So to have something that, other teams might not exactly have or might not be exactly as good at, it's big for the Devils. And seeing that, Jonas Siegenthaler is practicing today, that is huge for the Devils. Timetable when he comes back, still unknown. Gotta wait on that, but definitely heading in the right direction. Devils are going to need that because you go ahead and look at their defensive lineup. It's clearly injured outside of Jonas Siegenthaler. They're missing their best power play, arguably best offensive defenseman in Luke Hughes. They're missing their most probably physical player in the lineup in Brenden Dillon. I mean, those are the type of players you need round one. I said it coming into the series. Devils have to go around a power play, a goal per game, and that this is the most physical time of year. And they're missing probably their two best players at each of those positions. So they could definitely use a player like Jonas Siegenthaler back in the lineup. Look, I think you guys are always, at least I am, I'm always more comfortable with familiarity. You look at this lineup, there are two players who are playing opening night of the season. There are two other players who weren't even on the team until late February, early March. That's Brian Dumoulin and Dennis Cholowski. But you look at this Devils defense and, how this series is being played, how many limited chances Carolina is giving the Devils. Devils, obviously struggling to convert. They need to find a way to, be better defensively. Look, Jacob Markstrom has been fantastic so far for the Devils. He's been the best player probably in this series between both teams. But at some point, you got to go ahead and have his back. Because so far in this series, now, were they much better in game two? Absolutely. Shots were less. Chances were a little bit less. Brett Pesce saved, I think, at least 2 goals. The Devils had a much better game 2. It's trending in the right direction. But you see how quick, things go in the playoffs. I mean, momentum's a dangerous thing. We're looking at, beginning of Sunday, it's series of 0-0. Here we are Thursday, 2-0. Game 3 tomorrow could be 3-0 at the end of the night. Now, obviously, you don't want that. And I'm not saying that's going to happen. But there's a lot less time to, be taking in moral victories. They really don't exist at this time of the season. And when I look at this Devils defense, and there's a lot less familiarity with it, getting a guy like Jonas Siegenthaler back in the lineup as soon as you can, not saying rush him, but getting him back in the lineup, seeing that he's making steps to returning to the lineup is a good thing for the Devils. No update so far on Luke Hughes and Brenden Dillon. We don't know their availability for tomorrow night's game. I know that some of you guys got a little bit of a jump scare today at practice about Brett Pesce. Don't worry. It's just a maintenance day. Taking some time off because, you go ahead and you look at the game they played on Tuesday. Brett Pesce was asked to do the most. He was asked to play the most minutes. He was asked to go and, play against Carolina's top lines. Brett Pesce was, one of the best players on the ice for the Devils. Now, obviously, Jacob Markstrom was great. But Brett Pesce, like I said, was able to save 2 goals, play against Carolina's top line, play on the penalty kill. Carolina's power play also, as New Jersey's, has not been very good in this series, hasn't created a ton. And I should have said Brett Pesce played some of the most minutes on the team. Him, Brian Dumoulin, Dougie Hamilton, right all around the same. But Brett Pesce taking a maintenance day today. Believe he took a shot in that game, but seems to be totally fine, according to Sheldon Keefe. So no worries to Brett Pesce in game number 3, but still looking, hoping, waiting for updates on Brenden Dillon and Luke Hughes. Could they go tomorrow? Could they not? We'll have to wait and see on that. Jonas Siegenthaler back to practicing with the team. We'll see if more updates come out on that. I guess technically hasn't been ruled out for Game 3. Be shocked if he does go in Game 3. But this round, still up in the air, a possibility. Like I said, we really never got a whole entire explanation on how long this is going to be, what the injury really is. So we're kind of not knowing exactly what's going to happen. But we do know he's practicing with the team today. So big news for the Devils. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know what kind of lineup you would go on the defensive side tomorrow night, considering that Siegenthaler, Luke Hughes, and Brenden Dillon are not playing tomorrow night. Considering that, let me know, what do you think? What should the Devils go with? Let me know in the comments. Hopefully you guys subscribed, and I'll see you guys all real soon.